I had this for something else, but let's check out this little Sneeko clip here.
Shaq, you need to have some sympathy on that. I mean, okay, yeah.
I don't think he even understood my question right away. I think that he heard me say the word doubt, and he probably deals with a lot of people who ask him questions, and he just gets annoyed.
But okay, let me put it like this here. Even if you came to me today in front of the Kaaba and said, bro, I have a bit of a doubt. I'm not going to come and say to you, A'udhu billahi, you in front of the Kaaba, how are you having a doubt? I have to assume the best and say, hold on a second. It can be a doubt. Actually, there's nothing. Look, doubt. There's two things you do with shubahat.
You guys getting this? No problem with doubts. No problem with doubts. No problem. Even if you were to come there to Ali Dawah right now, he wouldn't have a problem with you having doubts. He'd want to help you with your doubts.
Make you a kafir to have a doubt.
No, Aki. Osman, if that's the case, me, I've left Islam. When I first came, there was some questions I asked. Bro, you do two.
He's saying if having doubts means you're not a Muslim, then he's had doubts, and therefore what? Therefore he left Islam. Yeah.
With doubts, and I'm mentioning this for those who have doubts. Number one, you have a doubt, and what you do is you let that grow. Number two, you say, I have a doubt, I want to go to a person of knowledge, and I want to ask and say, I have a genuine doubt.
All right, everyone catch that? So you have two paths you could take. One, you could just let the doubt grow. You don't want to do that, do you? Therefore, you should do the other thing. You should go to a person of knowledge to ask him about those doubts. That's what you should do. Right? So it's perfectly acceptable and it's totally fine. Let's see this.
She has been on multiple Dawah live channels of Dawah Wise, Brother Hashim, Mansour, Sheikh Hazm, and many of these duat with shubahat about the Quran.
Shubahat, that's doubts.
So
because we have
Sarah, could I ask you, so in terms of the Quran and its preservation, do you have an issue with that, or are you convinced that the Quran is preserved?
Well, I'm trying to understand here, right?
But I'm just asking you in terms of
yes, I do have an issue. Yes, I do have an issue. Like as I said in the beginning, all of it.
So guys, she called in to talk to knowledgeable Muslims, sharing her doubts about the preservation of the Quran or something. And and Ali Dawah uses that to say, you see, you can't trust her. She has doubts. What an evil woman. She's not even really a Muslim. When he said the exact opposite to Sneeko, saying, of course you have doubts. We're fine with doubts. We're fine with doubts. That should clue you in that they're trying to cover some stuff up here. They're changing their methodology like this.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, maybe you could go either way. Maybe they're just giving Sneeko a special pass because he's famous and he's too useful to them. Or maybe it's because he's a male and she's a female. But I think that the reality of the situation is whatever most benefits the Dawah, right? What most benefits hijab, really, is what you want to do.
Okay, so long story short, hijab groomed her, married her. She agreed to be kept secret from his wife. But other than that, she was going to have full rights as a wife. Hijab marries her, then changes his entire story. And I'm just going to use you for sex whenever I feel like it. And she says no. They part ways, but she wants other women to be aware of this thing going on. And so they come to an agreement where Ali Dawah is going to have the interview. Hijab then backs out of the agreement. She gets in contact with Salman and the Behind the Veils guys. They try to settle things behind the scenes. Muhammad Hijab is too proud, too arrogant to admit anything, and therefore they escalate. They take things to the next level and expose him. So what does he do? What he always does: lies, attacks. And as we're about to see, actually is with a network of 75 Dawah guys who are all working together on discrediting her and covering up what Muhammad Hijab did and exonerating him. And this looks like some messed up stuff, this Dawah stuff. So were we up to date? Are we up to date, Thaddeus?
So two other things of note. So after Ali Dawah's video doesn't go anywhere, not Muhammad Hijab, which is Muhammad Hijab, releases a second video. And this one, he tries to fake a confession using the worst AI fake you can imagine. It says that, oh, we got this tape of her confessing that she never married hijab, blah, 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 and posts that. That doesn't go anywhere. Then finally, Behind Veils reveals that Mohammed Hijab has been blackmailing Sheikh Tarane, the one guy who was trying to help, the one guy who was trying to be honest in this whole situation. Mohammed Hijab is now blackmailing him to prevent him from coming forward with any information. Salman disappeared for a little while after that, but has recently started publishing videos again. And as this video that we'll watch here in a bit will make clear, he had a very good reason for staying silent for a while. He was waiting to see if the guys would expose themselves even more.
Interesting. And there's the issue of Ali Dawah as well, having secret second wives and so on, and apparently taking these wives on trips and so on. Looks like a situation, I don't know the details, but looks like a situation where he's going, hey, girl. Well, I guess with him, hey, you, little girl, does you want to go on a trip with Ali Dawah? You could go on the pilgrimage. It costs too much money for you. You don't make that much in your allowance. So if you go with me, you could be my wife for the entire trip. And looks like at least one woman agreed to this, but more on that will be coming out later from Salman, who's been exposing all this stuff. And yeah, this brings us up to date for the latest stuff, which was, I was expecting something with Ali Dawah. I knew the story wasn't over, but man, you do trust me, guys, do not get on Sister Aisha's bad side, because she will keep coming at you no matter what you do. You will not get away with it. And do not get on Salman's bad side, because he is relentless. It doesn't matter. You can attack him. You can insult him. You can make videos about him. He's going to keep coming at you and expose you in pretty epic fashion, as we're about to see. Hatun, before we start jumping into videos, what are your thoughts on everything? Or is Thaddeus missing anything? Any additional thoughts on all this?
I don't know if he's missing anything, because this is like huge. I love to say it's drama, but it's like heartbreaking, strange, because we are not dealing with what Muslims are doing to non-Muslims. We are dealing with what Muslims are doing one of their own. I become convinced that Islam is very much false and dangerous ideology, but every time when I see how Muslim women are suffering within Islam and everyone else is silent, I find that's like disturbing by itself. And now I wasn't, it was something I kind of assumed this is the case. So when I saw the video yesterday, I wasn't surprised that there are almost 100 people behind Mohammed Hijab, and then trying to make sure that their Muslim sister is being not only discredited but put in danger. And they were actively planning how we are going to deceive the world so that Mr. Mohammed Hijab can look good. I find all these things very disturbing. It just helps me to see that if they are doing this to their own, as non-Christian, as non-Muslims, we are not safe at all, let alone Muslims. So I think Aisha is still at this stage mistaking to think this has nothing to do with Islam. But yeah, so it's just very much messed up, very much messed up. Like we are talking about, we are talking from Ijaz to Farid to Adnan Rashid to probably Jack the Metaphysician to Hamza to Muhammad Ali, everyone, all those giant names, like who's got online platforms, knew about these kind of things, and then they intention not only stayed silent, but they helped Mohammed Hijab to destroy Aisha, or even like help her to get more, what is the term? Discredit. Now they are even seeing her as, oh well, because she's asking questions, therefore she's not even Muslim at all. I wouldn't be surprised like all those names are in that list of 75 WhatsApp people. Very, very disturbing.
Yeah, and so just think what can you legitimate as a Muslim, what can you legitimately criticize Aisha for? So one, you could think she shouldn't have gotten into the marriage or something like that. I don't know why you'd have a problem with that from an Islamic perspective, but her crimes would be what? Wanting to protect other Muslim women from having the same thing happen to them. You could say that the legitimate criticism from an Islamic perspective would be that she tried to talk to us, but she tried to talk to us because she couldn't get anyone else. She couldn't get anyone else in the Ummah. She couldn't get any Muslim scholars to address this issue. She realized everyone's scared of Muhammad Hijab because he'll declare war on them. And so it was, okay, let me try to talk to some people who aren't scared of Muhammad Hijab. And that would be these non-Muslims who've been dealing with him for years. So that's what you could accuse her of. And she has videos where she says she has doubts. I mean, she's been in discussions where she said she had doubts. So those are the things where you could criticize her.
No, first of all, they don't care about she had a doubt or not.
Oh, I know that. I know that.
If you watch the videos, the way they are engaging with her, it's not like, okay, someone is asking sincere questions, we need to help them. And since Muhammad Hijab is the one who caused all Muslim world to have doubt about the preservation of the Quran, so they don't care about that. Mm-hmm. Their main concern is the moment Aisha is going to speak out, oh, it's going to affect me for my next misyar marriages. Mm-hmm. It's going to affect me when I next time want to meet up with someone for sex in a hotel room. So therefore, I need to do everything to shut her down so that I can continue to enjoy my sexual life. That's how it is.
Yeah, so that's their real concern. Their real concerns are, one, they're apparently all doing this, and Muhammad Hijab has said like 85% he estimates 85% of the Dawah guys are doing these polygamous marriages and secret marriages, whatever these guys are into. So they don't want anything disrupting that because they're, again, the vast majority of them are doing stuff like this. But also, if hijab's calling in a favor, you don't want to reject hijab because you can see with Sheikh Tirana, if you don't do what he wants, he will declare war on you and like destroy your life. So those are the real reasons. What I'm pointing out is anything you could even possibly really criticize her for, even like from an Islamic perspective or from any perspective, compare everything you could say, compare that to what Muhammad Hijab has done, right? He gets married, lies about what he's intending, lies about, so he believes that it's okay to lie to get a Muslim woman in bed and then tell her, yeah, I was just making all that stuff up about what I wanted to do. I don't want to do anything. I just wanted to get you into bed. And now I want to use you as a booty call until I get sick of you. So one, that's how he treats Muslim women. And think about what Hatun said. If that's how they treat their fellow Muslims, what do you think how would they treat non-Muslims if they get an opportunity? Probably even worse, I'm guessing, right? So Hijab did that. Then he makes an agreement where she kind of gets some level of justice in that she gets to expose this as an issue so that other Muslim women don't fall for it. Hijab breaks that agreement. Then he does his little Elon Musk stunt when he knows this stuff might come out. So he does his little, Elon Musk is threatening me. He says my dawah is so powerful that if I don't stop, he's going to set me up for a scandal. Oh, so guys, if a scandal comes up, just know it's not real. It's Elon Musk using his billions of dollars to pay for this, to frame me for a scandal. Not joking. He did say all that stuff. So he did that, total lie. This is his attempt to cover up the scandal once it comes out. Then it does come out, but even before that, he blackmails Sheikh Tirana into lying and so on. And then when the stuff does come out, he denies all of it. Nope, never married this woman. This is all a lie. And now he's in the process of destroying everyone around him. Keep in mind, all these guys who are helping him, these guys are all in trouble. These guys are never going to be able to do dawah again without us bringing this stuff up. Wait, weren't you on the hotel wife Epstein list, buddy? Huh? Don't tell us about anything, right? So these guys are all in trouble. This dawah, since this is all the main dawah guys involved in this, all the main dawah guys and dawah itself are going to be eternally discredited. There is no situation where we do not bring this up over and over again in the future about how messed up and screwed up, what liars these guys are. This is what Hijab is doing just to cover himself, just for himself. He will gladly destroy Dawah and Islam if it helps him, if he thinks it will help him, if he thinks it's to his benefit. That's the kind of person you're dealing with. And you're mad at Aisha? That's not what you're mad at, Muslims? You're not mad at Hijab and all this stuff that he just did and all the damage he's doing to your community? As it was just pointed out, he's the one who caused he's the one who gave us the holes in the narrative. He's the one who brought that up. He's the one who popularized that. He's the one that produced the doubts about the Quran. Now he's doing all this stuff, completely destroying the very foundations of Dawah, making Dawah a bigger laughing stock than it already was. And you're mad at Aisha? For what? Because she was going to come to us to say, hey, can you get some attention on this? Because I can't get Muslims to give any attention to this, and they're just trying to sweep it under the rug and keep doing this to women. Mm-hmm. Wild stuff. You guys definitely have some really perfectly functioning moral compasses out there, Muslims. If you look at this entire situation and you're mad at the woman who just wants to help other Muslim women and she's the bad one, and the guy who's just like wreaking havoc on your religion, blackmailing people, getting all the Dawah guys to join in his crime, to join in his evil, for fear that he'll throw them under the bus too and ruin their careers, and they all go along with this to destroy their Muslim sister. You guys are screwed up, man. Don't ever tell us about anything involving morality, ever. What's up?
So one thing to add to that is this isn't, I mean, it's bad enough as a reaction, right? It's bad enough as a reaction to the scandal coming out and them all defending him, actually, it's worse than defending. They're like actually conspiring how to manipulate the public behind closed doors, as we'll get into the video. But this was actually happening even before Salman dropped the video. Hijab was already spreading lies and slander about Aisha when, people might have learned of it. And then he would, he'd be like, oh, don't worry, it's this is this, and she's crazy. And she's just she's basically just a prostitute, a dirty woman, or, whatever, right? Whatever he needed to tell them. It probably varied between people, but he was going around making up stories about her even before she went public, because he was afraid that one of his buddies might not be as loyal as he thinks they might be, or he might not have as much good dirt to keep them loyal as he thinks he does. So he was also poisoning the well, making up lies about her before she even went public.
All right. And Thaddeus, you sent me I have not seen this, but you sent me just a few minutes before we started, you sent me a video. Well, it's audio only, but this is Sister Aisha's response to, this is after Salman's video came out yesterday, right?
Yes. So on Salman's video, she had not seen it in advance either. She had some idea, right, obviously, but he'd been keeping this a secret from her as well. She didn't know about any of this. In that video, there's some things said about her in the private chat, and she had a pretty strong reaction to that, posted a public comment on his video saying that it was haunting her. I'll get into details when we get to that part, but she felt she had to say something on the public record, so she put out a video on her channel.
Okay, guys, so I've not seen this, but Hatun, have you heard this?
Yeah, it was just a few minutes before the live stream started. I saw it, yeah. It's 4 minutes video.
Okay, so everyone has heard this except me. Let's see.